Hi guys, got to do a wee video now with our new kind of alphabetical, believe it or not, PS5, 4, 3 and 2 wall in the shop. So we have lots of games and we have spent the last couple of weeks when we've had a minute trying to put them in alphabetical just to make sure that if someone asks if we've got a game we can find it easier, and it should be easier for you guys as well. And just as I'm saying that, I've seen one that someone's put back in the wrong place, of course. Right. There will be other ones I'm sure that I've been rummaged about with and put in the wrong place, but let's start with PS5. So we have started buying in some new stock of some of the games, so ones there that we've got a couple of sealed, we're actually kind of messing about and experimenting with getting some new game stock in. Some nice games in here, some stuff that I'd actually quite like to try. Whether I get time or not is another matter. Big Baldur's Gate Special Edition. I'm not going to read out every name here obviously, but there's lots of nice stuff. Some rubbish as well, I'm sure. This one looks really good, Dunjungle. Nice kind of wee platform game. Eartheon, we actually got quite a few of that in, and we've only seemed to have one left. It looks like an amazing shoot 'em up, proper old school. Again, one that I would like to have a shot of. Got some Elden Rings, Evil Dead, Fantavision, Flashback 2, which I would love to have time to play as well. This looks quite interesting, a wee kind of horror game. Golden Tee Golf, I loved that in the arcade back in the day. Gungrave, Harvest Moon, some Hitman, House of the Dead remake. I'm not sure how the controls on that would be. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Killer Clowns. There we go, that shouldn't be there. Mortal Kombat's. These look quite cool as well. It's like 3 horror games in each disc. Nightmare Box, Volume 1 and 2. Postal, there's an old one. Got both of the Robocop games in. I've not played the expansion, but Rogue City's amazing. R-Type Final, R-Type Delta HD, some Sonics, Spider-Mans, Shantae. We've got some copies of the incredible Terminator 2D No Fate. We've also got the Terminator Resistance game as well, which looks quite interesting. We've got in quite a few copies of Terrifier. We've only got one left just now. Right, so on to PS4 now. Same again, we've got some stuff that we've been buying in as new stock, but most of this will just be stuff that's been traded into us. Yeah, we've got a few limited runs and special editions there, like Bubsy the Bobcat and stuff. Bottom shelf always kills my knees, I'm getting old. We got that in the other day, the beautiful Cuphead special edition with a nice figure in it. Dangan Feveron, Darius, some nice shoot 'em ups in there. Dark Picture Anthology, some nice Dark Souls stuff, it's all brand new. Destiny. Down the bottom we've got, these don't really fit in the shelves the way we've got them, but we've got some big box special edition stuff. These are PlayStation 4. I'll just say just now, the stuff in the bottom shelf there is all kind of like fodder that we've got multiple copies of just now. I mean, there's some in here we've got multiples of, but you know what I mean, we've got about 1,000 copies of Destiny. Don't want to clutter the shelves up with all of them. So please don't try and sell us any Destinies or Assassin's Creeds, preferably. This wee Doraemon game there. That's Dodonpachi, Diojo, nice shoot 'em up. Dark Souls Plus, which one of these weird limited games. Yeah, so we're trying, I think, oh yeah, it's just a disc going with Fallout 76. We're trying to keep it, if we can, to like 2 or 3 of each on the shelf, and then if we need more, we'll take them from the bottom bit. Got some Five Nights at Freddy's, Flashback Classics, some F1 stuff. What have we got here? Yeah, the game Paradise, we've got a couple of different versions of that, a nice shoot 'em up. Garou Mark of the Wolves, nice fighting game. Some Ghostbusters, Ghost of Tsushima. Some God of Wars, Golf Club, which I quite enjoy. So yeah, hopefully, oh, this is a nice one. Inside and Limbo, 2 excellent games on the one disc. Some Jack and Daxter stuff. So hopefully people come in and say, have you got this? We can actually now easily go and say yes or no without having to look through every shelf because they're scattered everywhere. Little Nightmares, they are great games if you've not played them. Lots of baseball. Some Metal Gear Solid stuff there. Loads of basketball, Need for Speeds, NHLs, Ninja Warriors or Ninja Saviors, that's a brilliant game. Right, back up here. Excuse the dodgy camera work. Got a couple of nice Pac-Man games. The Pac-Man Museum, I think this was an American exclusive release. We got a couple of these in. It's basically just all your, well, a Pac-Man collection. It's really cool. Pac-Man World, because there's not enough Pac-Man in the world. Pocky and Rocky's good fun. Siberia. Somebody's put Punchline back in the wrong place. Obviously it'd be nice if everyone in the shop would put things back where they got them, but we know it's not always possible, but if you could, that would be smashing. Rolling Gunner, another R-Type. Sackboy's always good fun. Samurai Warriors. Shikondo. What have we got here? That's a PlayStation 3 game. That shouldn't be there. I will fix that. Sonic Mania. Yeah. Limited Run Star Wars Racer. That was the N64 and Dreamcast game. It was really good fun. It's probably the only reason the pod racing section was in that film, to make a game out of it. Super Monkey Ball, you can never go wrong with that. What is this? Oh yeah, Cotton Rock and Roll. Why is that under Superlative Night Dreams? Right, okay, I'll let my way with that. Tekken, Tokyo Xanadu is quite uncommon. Team Sonic Racing, which I would add under S to be honest with you. Turok 1 and 2 limited run release. Umehara Kawaze Bazooka, which is good fun. And just finishing off PS4, Windjammers. Do you know, Jim in this shop hates it because he says it's just throwing a frisbee, but he doesn't get it. That's a big Bubble Bubble 4 limited run one. Some big No Straight Roads box set. And yeah, on to PlayStation 3 now. So, same again, the stuff at the bottom, it's all the stuff that we have many of, like your Tiger Woods, your Assassin's Creeds, GTAs and stuff. So, that's basically overflow. And let's start here. So we've got a lot of we actually got a supplier that still had some new PS3 stuff, so I bought in quite a few. Akiba Strip. There's a few other ones in here. We've obviously got lots of Assassin's Creeds. We could probably fill a shop with them if we had to. The Atelier games, again, we got in some new stock of that. Bloodbath's quite uncommon. Borderlands isn't. Lots of Call of Duties, as you can imagine. Some Dark Souls, Dead Islands, Duck Dynasty, quite uncommon there, both brand new as well. Elder Scrolls. Just realised that Fallout's in the wrong place. Not too far away though. And we've got FIFAs. Again, there's loads more down the bottom, but the Lightning Returns is brand new. Final Fantasy, got some God of War, GTAs, lots of different Gran Turismos. You know, one console I wish we had more games for, well, all of them probably I suppose if I'm being honest, but PS3, it's really popular in the shop, but we really struggle to keep stock in, just because we don't get as much as I would like. So we do get left with a lot of doubles of stuff, so if anyone has a large PlayStation 3 collection they would like to sell me, I would really like to buy it. Again, Persona 5, we got a big bunch of them in from a supplier that were still brand new, sealed, so they are technically American, but the console's region free. Obviously Pro Evos, lots of Rainbow Six, Rambo, again another uncommon one, but we got it new. Same with Red Dead Redemption, we got some new sealed ones in. Saints Row back when it was good. Again, these are actually all brand new, these Silent Hills, the supplier we found had them as well. They are American, but region free. Same with Skate 3, that's brand new. You wonder how many suppliers are sitting on stuff that they've forgotten about. Lots of Tiger Woods, which, although they're common, they were a phenomenal games back in the day. And yeah, lots of Uncharted, Virtua Tennis and Smackdowns and stuff. This stuff here is all like promo versions of games. They are full games, but they were for reviews. A couple of disc only things there and some more promo stuff. Right, PlayStation 2 again, down the bottom. We got Casey today in the shop and she was just sorting out, so there's lots of SingStars and stuff at the bottom, but most of it again is stuff we just have multiples of. So yeah, again PS2, I would love to have more stock, so if anyone's selling anything, actually just give me a shout. We will throw some money at you. A few nice things in here, like Anubis 2, it's not a particularly great game, but it's uncommon. I've got some Ape Escapes, Armored Core, some nice Atari stuff. Hopefully I'll remember and show you the expensive games after this that we don't have just on the shelf. Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, which is basically the game that killed the franchise, I think. Lots of buzz. Again, another series we can never seem to keep in stock is Crash Bandicoot. We've hardly ever get anything for it, even though they sold about 1 billion of them back in the day. Destroy All Humans, that was great fun. Dragon Guard 2 is quite uncommon. Lots of EA Sports here. I'm not going to be critical because it wasn't me to put them out, but I'd have rugby under rugby, not EA Sports. We'll maybe see if that's something will change. Not that anyone actually looks for it. Whole shelf full of iToys here. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, that's quite hard to get. So, as you can see, we've got lots of the more common stuff. Guitar Man's hard to get. I would love to have more of the rare stuff, so it will happen. I think that's quite an unusual one, Legend of Sayuki. It's funny, I was looking this up because I seen the Japanese one for sale. The Japanese one randomly goes for about £800. It's not often the Japanese one's more expensive than the UK. Metal Slug Anthology, which is class. There we go, Mr. Bean. Mr. Mosquito is a cool wee game. Musashi. Lots more hockey. Persona 4. Right, more rugby, rumble racing, Runabout 3, I enjoyed that. Sensible Soccer. The Shield, that's quite hard to get a hold of. Shin Megami Tensei. Space Channel 5 Part 2 as well, is quite a rare one. Taito Legend stuff's good fun. Tengai is quite scarce, expensive. Right, so we're nearly there. Right, so that's pretty much that. I'm going to go over here because we've got some of the higher end stuff up on the shelves at the back. There is some stuff in this cabinet as well, but I don't think there's any more. They're quite hard to get, the Skylander SWAT Force and the disc version of Fortnite, which always boggles my brain how that goes for so much money. Right, so up here, see what we've got. So we've got Snow White, which is terrible, Forbidden Siren, Soul Divide. Got some Ruler Rose, Echo Night Beyond, there's a Dragon Quest there, Half-Life, which is new and sealed. We've got Raiden, Shadow Hearts. Do you know, I actually can't see what's behind there, so I'm probably going to follow. Alright, Dragon Quest, Ruler Rose, Soul Divide again. Right, so we've got doubles of them. That's Shin Megami Tensei 2 sealed. Wild Arms, Dragon Blaze, Raiden 3. Stupidly expensive Silent Hill, it's a full English cover. We've got an Armored Core, Ape Escape, and then on to some Japanese. PS2 games along there. Samurai Western, Vampire Hunters, Turtles 3. That's Japanese. Shin Megami Tensei, Kingsfield 4. Armored Core Last Raven, Ninebreaker, Obscure 2, Space War Attack, Blood Will Tell, Iron Chef, which is absolute garbage, Haunting Ground new and sealed, and a new and sealed Castlevania, which I believe is randomly the Spanish version. So yeah, there we go. That's a look at our PS5, 4, 3 and 2 game stock. I will do some more videos soon and show you what else we've got, but yeah, we're going to do, this may take another month or something to get it done, but on the other side of this we've got it's mainly Xbox stuff. I'll give you a quick look. I'm not going to do a stock thing just now because I have to go home. So we're going to do on this side the same as we've just done on the other side. We'll get them all alphabetised and get some more shelves in, see what we can do, make it easy for everyone to find everything. And then, God knows what we'll do with this, but we might get to it. Okay, right, as always guys, your time's really appreciated, and if you want to get in touch about anything, please email the shop, mail@forgottenworlds.co.uk, and we'll see if we can help you out. Okay guys, have a good one. Bye.